Hello everyone, welcome back to Coasters and Places. Today I want to do an in-depth review on Thunderbird, the B&M launched wing coaster at Holiday World. With the recent opening of Rapterra, I thought, hey, let's talk about the first launched wing coaster in America, which also happens to be my favorite wing coaster that I have rode. Haven't gotten to ride Rapterra yet, but that may change once I ride Rapterra. But for now, Thunderbird is definitely my favorite wing coaster. It's located at Holiday World and Indiana, Santa Claus, Indiana. Absolutely wonderful park with a great wooden coaster collection, and this is the first major steel coaster that they have added. And first off, Thunderbird, it opened in 2015, and it is the first launched wing coaster, and for a while until this year it was the only launched wing coaster. It's pretty notable for its pre-show with the fog and thunder and lightning effects to simulate a thunderstorm, so that's always pretty cool, I think. With the pre-show and being launched, that launch actually has quite a bit of punch. It goes from 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds. And yeah, you really feel it. Like, I love the launch on Thunderbird. I think that's the signature element. It really puts it more intense and better than any other wing coaster out there. So it does have a total of 4 inversions, including a 140-foot tall Immelman loop, a 125-foot tall vertical loop, a 0G roll, and an inline twist. It lasts about 1 minute and 18 seconds, and it's 3,035 feet long. So let's go over just what the layout consists of. So the layout, after you load in the station, the train will move forward and stop. And then you get the pre-show, which is really cool with the fog, the thunder, and the lighting effects. It's really cool, like, if you could actually ride this when it's like completely dark, which it can be kind of hard to get a night ride on this, but if you can, it's pretty cool to actually see that lighting effect in the dark. But after that pre-show, you're going to launch. And again, that's 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds, powered by LSM motors. And the train will immediately go into a 140-foot Immelman loop. And you really feel that power of that launch when you go into that loop. And after that, the train goes down its first drop into a 125-foot vertical loop. And then after that vertical loop, the train will cross over the valley between the Voyage's second and third hill, which the Voyage is a world-class wooden coaster at Holiday World. Absolutely fantastic coaster, and it's really cool how Thunderbird actually does interact with the Voyage's layout. And that's the first time it does, is when it crosses over the valley between the second and third hills. And then Thunderbird goes through an overbank turn, and then an overbanked elevated spiral in the mirror direction there. And then the train then goes through a 0G roll parallel right along the Voyage. So there's some more Voyage interaction. And then after several curves, which occur next to the Voyage's special effect called the Triple Down and the Voyage's Spaghetti Bowl, where it kind of turns around back there, the train dips down into a barn. This is a really cool effect, which is where they call it a keyhole element. Like, for example, on Gatekeeper at Cedar Point, they call it a keyhole with the near misses, which is what wing coasters are really good for, is those near misses. It keeps the element, it keeps the coaster interesting. I love those near misses. You know, let some thrill to it, basically. So that barn, the near miss, the head chopper, especially the feet chopper, like, I'm like, oh, we're gonna hit it, but you don't. But after going through that, the train then curves left back into the barn, by doing an inline twist, which that inline twist crosses over the Voyage's underground tunnels. That inline twist has some absolutely fantastic hang time on it. It's a really great element as well. I really like that. I love the hang time that it has. Very good, and it's not painful either with those B&M vest restraints that Thunderbird does have. But once the inline twist ends, the train does enter the brake run. So from then once you hit the brake run, the track makes a right turn to another set of brakes before entering the station. And then that concludes your 1 minute and 18-second ride on Thunderbird. So, Thunderbird is like incredibly smooth. It's one of the smoothest coasters that I've ever had the pleasure of riding. Again, it's a gorgeous layout. I do like how it interacts with the Voyage, goes into the woods a little bit. And I love the inline twist hang time. I like the near miss effects. My biggest complaint with Thunderbird is that it feels short. It's short, and this is something you'll hear from other people as well. If it had a little bit more length, a couple more elements, I think it would really push this coaster above and beyond. But as it is now, it's still the best wing coaster that I have rode, and I love Thunderbird. I think the reason why it does also feel short is because of the launch. Because the launch definitely makes you go through the layout faster, of course. But then, like Gatekeeper is longer at Cedar Point, and it doesn't have a launch, so it feels more. It's not that this isn't a complete ride, but it feels more like, okay, that was worth the wait, that was worth the time waiting, that was, the length of Gatekeeper, I think, is better, for example, than Thunderbird's length. That's really my only complaint with it, is the length. Everything else about Thunderbird, I think, is perfect. It has a great layout, the inversions, and everything, and the smoothness. I mean, this thing's 10 years old now. It still rides like it's brand new. And the launch is very reliable on this, unlike some coasters where you never know about the launch, but this one's definitely very reliable, and I do appreciate that. So that is my review on Thunderbird, the B&M Wing Coaster at Holiday World, my favorite B&M Wing Coaster, and my second favorite coaster at Holiday World after the Voyage. Hope you enjoyed this review. What do you think about Thunderbird? Let me know in the comments down below, and please give this video a like, and go ahead and subscribe to my channel for more great coaster and travel content. See you in the next video.